I don't think I deserve to be belittled because I am not able to achieve something at a specific period of time. I think it's about time I talk about my concerns. For so many years, I struggled with this habit where I make a lot of resolutions, a lot of promises, a lot of plans, mostly in the beginning of the year, just like this, where like everybody is like trying to be a better person. I have failed in all of these plans. None of this ever worked. And I'm at that point where I'm beginning to ask myself, like, what am I really doing differently? What is happening to me? And it's been going on for years till the past few years of my life, where I just woke up one day and just told myself, no more. How many of you really keep up with your New Year resolution? Has this worked for you? Please let me know in the comment section. In as much as I have failed, I have also made huge success in aspects I never ever expected. And this is because I changed just one thing. I stopped taking the new year seriously. I stopped taking this whole first few weeks of New Year resolution, New Year, New Me. I stopped taking that slogan seriously and just started working on myself every day as I wake up. I stopped pushing myself so hard that at the end of the day I see myself as a failure. Yes, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong in pushing yourself really hard. Now, when it comes to pushing yourself very hard, I am one person that will tell you I have actually pushed myself in ways I didn't even expect, and I really achieved a lot of results without having to put those things as my New Year resolution in the beginning of the year, like I must achieve this thing. Each time I try to like make things a must, I end up not achieving those things. So I started making every day count. Everything I do counts. Like whatever it is I decide to do, I make sure I am enjoying it, I am seeing a reason to do it, and I am also taking it as seriously as I can. I don't wait to like make New Year resolutions before I start new things. So this has really helped me achieve so much for the past 2 years since I started this whole thing in my life. I'm a trained marketer who just woke up one day and say, you know what, I want to be a software developer. And I worked so hard. I went back to school. I had to learn how to code from scratch. I did everything just to be able to achieve this career. This was not even a career I planned. Like looking back now, I just realized this was not even a career I planned at any point in my life. It just happened, and God so kind, I had like people around me who like didn't see me as madness, like crazy. When I said I wanted to do this thing, they supported me. To be honest, ever since I stopped using this New Year resolution and putting so much pressure on myself, like following a lot of things I know you are supposed to do in a new year, like you are supposed to make a lot of plans and all of that. Since I stopped doing that, I have really achieved so much. I can even say I have met most of the goals I never expected I would achieve in 10 years. I achieved them this 2 years, and I am super grateful to God for giving me the strength, the support, and the zeal to be able to pursue most of the things I was able to pursue these past few years. I'm just going to try to break it down on why I stopped taking New Year resolutions seriously. Number one, overwhelming expectations. I just find out that each time I make New Year resolutions, I put a lot of things I want to meet up. I put a lot of targets I want to meet at the end of the year or before certain period of the year. And at the end of the day, I just find out that those things are things that are almost impossible to achieve within the period I am setting for myself. And at the end of the day, I become very stressed out and overwhelmed. It makes me feel like I'm a failure. I'm not like ever gonna achieve what I want. So I just told myself, like, why should I be going through this pressure? Is it really necessary? Number two reason, I just find out that I'm like putting so much force to become something I'm not even sure I am ready to be, or I just find out that I am not like putting so much interest after a certain period of time, because these are just decisions I just woke up and made because it's a new year. You have to make some certain things, you have to make some certain demand that your brain or your head or your life is supposed to achieve. And the moment you're not achieving it, you just become very, very overwhelmed. Each time I make all these commitments, at the end of the day, I just find out that I am not committed to these things. And the third thing is perfection. I find out that I want to be perfect. I want to do this thing. I want to see results. I want to see quick results. Like, I just want those things, I just want those targets I have set to be manifesting as quickly as possible. And each time I do that to myself, I just realize I am punishing myself for no reasons. I am putting so much pressure on myself for no reasons. So I just realize this is not good. This is not just good for me. Each time I set myself to achieve this target that comes with New Year resolution, it just simply means I am setting myself up for failure. Because each time you like put this pressure on yourself, it's like you're trying to reinvent yourself in just few hours. You're trying to reinvent yourself in just few months. And life does not work that way. Building yourself, becoming what you want to be, and achieving your dreams takes time, especially if you want to do it the right way. Nothing good ever happens very quickly, especially if you are building from scratch. If you are trying to achieve things that are going to owe you, that are going to build you and make you get to that person you want to be, you are trying to change your lifestyle and all of that, you cannot just put so much pressure on yourself while trying to do those things. It doesn't ever work that way. For me, I am talking based on my own experience. Another reason why I just decide not to take New Year resolutions seriously anymore, I just realize each time I make this New Year resolution, I get to like share this within my peers. Each time I do that, I just expose myself to more pressure. More pressure in the sense that I want to prove something. I want to show results. I want to make you guys see that yes, I am achieving this thing I told you guys I want to achieve. What more pressure can be worse than that? Imagine where you need to prove yourself because you shared a resolution with somebody that is not even supposed to have a say in your life, somebody that is not even supposed to know what plans or targets you have or whatever. You are struggling to make a point, you are struggling to prove a point each time you get to share what you intend to achieve. Because most times I realize they will come back to you and ask you, "Thought you said you agreed you were going to do this thing. How comes I've not seen any result?" They will make you feel so small that at the end of the day, you begin to question yourself. Like you begin to think you're not good enough or you don't deserve certain things you wish yourself. So doing that just didn't work for me at all when it comes to New Year resolution. Sharing my resolution and everything with people just didn't work. And I said this before, each time I get to share the things I'm targeting, the things I want to do, I just find out that it doesn't just work out. It just gets to this point where it's like the strength to do it is not there anymore. I don't know, maybe this has to do with these whole forces in the universe and all of that. I don't know, but as a child of God, I have just realized most of my resolutions and my targets and my dreams tends to be achieved if I just discuss it between me and my maker. And that has really changed my life really drastically for the past 2 years. What do you really know about this person? Nothing. You basically know nothing about this person, their relationship, their lifestyle. They show you the one they want you to know, and it's more like they know everything about you, but you don't know anything about them. So, and that is the point where I just realized, I didn't know if it was the Holy Spirit that was telling me, oh, you are sharing too much, you're sharing too much, and you're sharing too much. And at that point, I just had to like reduce so much I share with people. Ever since I decided to take this path, a lot has really changed in my life. So what am I trying to say? If you must share, choose wisely. You don't even have to share. Growth is personal, and you don't need anybody's validation to grow or to become somebody or to even achieve anything. You don't need anybody's validation on that. I don't think I deserve to be belittled because I am not able to achieve something at a specific period of time. And sometimes you just find out that some things you said you want, as you go on that journey, you just realize you don't really need them. Some things I used to think I really want few years ago, right now just seem like really crazy to me right now. So sometimes you deserve those personal growth to yourself so you can make mistakes and pick up your pieces and start afresh. But once you share it with so many people, you find out that picking up your pieces becomes very hard and very difficult. So that is why personal growth and New Year resolution or setting targets should be a personal thing that you pursue inside of you. It should be your own race. I don't know if I'm making any sense.